Hey everybody, welcome back to the couch. My name is Melissa and this is Couch Mom Club. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I revert my silk press. I'm gonna go from the shiny straight hair that you saw last time to this, my afro. It's 9 o'clock, the kids are sleeping, and it's finally Friday. The silk press process is a lot more complicated than bringing your hair back to its natural state. Of course, your hair is gonna just naturally go curly once you're sweating and you're showering and you're doing all your day-to-day activities. But to really bring it back to its natural, most beautiful state, you do have to wash your hair. And for me, when I'm going from silk press back to my natural state, I don't just jump in the shower and wash my hair. I go through a process so that I can restore my hair so that when I do wash out the silk press process, I still have my curls and my curls are intact. So what that means is that I use two different methods in order to really protect my hair so that I can go back to curly hair with no problems. First, I use an oil treatment. And in this process, I use a number of different oils that I mix together. And here you're gonna see a new product called Amla Oil. And this product is something that I've heard so much about. My friend Kumari Naomi also uses this product. She used it in a different way than I used it, but you can see her video and I'll link it right here so you can check her out. Also subscribe to her channel because she is on a curly hair journey and I don't want you to miss it. So for me, I use the Amla Oil in combination with other oils. And the only reason why I did this is because I've heard great things about it, but I cannot stand the smell. Now, I don't know if that's a pregnancy thing or if it's just always going to be stinky to me, but right now I can't tolerate it, but I do want to benefit from it. So I do use it, but I mix it in with other products so I don't smell it as much. This oil is supposed to do wonders for your hair. It is good for growing your hair long and it's good for thickening your roots. So your hair is going to just overall be beautiful, more manageable, and more luscious. And that is exactly what I'm going for. So when I do this oil treatment, I coat every single strand of hair and I go in extra. I go overboard because I don't want to miss out on any of my strands. I make sure that I look very oily and very greasy by the time it's done. This tells me that I've done it properly. The more greasy you look, the better it is. I promise you that.
Come on, guys, let's go for a slice of pizza. Yeah.
So what this does is lock oil into your hair, the oils that you missed out when your hair was silk pressed. Normally when you have a silk press style, you don't want to be going in with a whole lot of oils and a whole lot of products. If you do this, you're going to reverse your style much more quickly and you're going to look kind of greasy, and nobody wants to look greasy. But at the end of your style, when you're ready to go back to your natural curls, doing this oil treatment is going to be beneficial. It's going to give you back what you lost during the weeks that you were carrying the silk press. The second thing that I did was use a hair mask. Now this hair mask over top the oil treatment is going to lock everything in. That hair mask is going to make sure that what you're doing with the oils stays where it is and penetrates the shafts of your hair. This extra step acts like a coat to your hair. So you're putting on your sweater, that's the oil, and then you put your coat on, that extra layer, which is the mask, and it's gonna help everything to stay intact, stay warm, and do what it's supposed to do with your hair. This way, when you're going to wash it out, you're gonna strip the hair of the product, but the moisture is gonna be left in your strands. And once that happens, you're gonna notice that you're not gonna have heat damage and that your coils and your curls are gonna go back to natural with no issues at all. So as you can see, I have washed out every product out of my hair very thoroughly and I'm back to my afro. Now, some of you guys are used to seeing my hair in a different way, but with my hair, the texture and the fact that it's type 4C, it shrinks a lot. So imagine that I have a huge fro like you've seen in previous videos, and as soon as you apply water to it, it just goes and shrinks back up. So that's what's happening right now. My hair is still wet from the wash, so it's quite shrunken. If I were to pull on it, for example, you'd see the full length. However, because it's still wet, it shrinks into this small, cute little afro that you see on top of my head. And I'm totally cool with that because the more shrinkage I have, the more it indicates how healthy my hair is. So silk presses are amazing, as you have seen. I've done it twice now on this channel, and I showed you in my own hair and I showed you with my cousin. They are beautiful, and the process process, although it might be lengthy, it's a healthy way to straighten your hair, and it's a really good way to rock straight hair for a while instead of having to continue to flat iron over and over again. A silk press will give you that straight look that you're going for, but when you're going back, you want to make sure that you're doing things the right way as well. So there's a healthy way to revert your hair, and then there's a non-healthy way. And I'm just going to touch on the non-healthy way really quickly. The non-healthy way to revert a silk press is to just simply wait till it reverts on its own altogether. Now this is dangerous because it usually means neglect. If you are waiting till the silk press is completely out of your hair, that means you're not washing your hair, you're not putting oils in your hair, you're not manipulating your hair in the right amounts, like you're just leaving your hair to do its own thing. This might be dangerous because you'll see more breakage, more damage. You're gonna see reduced moisture and just dry and brittle hair. So you don't want to do that. You definitely want to go in with a wash before it gets too late. Usually that's around the 2-week mark. You can do it before then. You could stretch it a little longer depending on how healthy your hair is or the porosity of your hair. Sometimes it might be able to take a little longer, but you do want to make sure that you are washing your hair, not only jumping in the shower and just getting water in it. I mean, you want to use a couple of methods that are going to lock the moisture back into your hair so that when you reverse the style, your hair is left beautiful and intact and healthy. That's always the goal. Whether we're growing our hair long or we want to keep short hair, no matter what your goal is for your hair, health is always what we're after. So I'm so glad that you guys watched this video. You saw me go from curly hair back to straight hair, and now from straight hair back to my afro, and it's been exciting. I mean, I miss my silk press a little bit. I'm sure you guys are noticing the health and the difference that it has made. And don't forget the fact that I trimmed my ends. So you're probably gonna notice that my hair is a lot more even. The afro is not as see-through in some parts, and it looks a lot more healthy. A trim can go a long way, and you don't even have to cut that much. Just the little damaged ends will just serve you for a long time, and it will speak wonders for the health of your hair. So right now I'm kind of at a reset. So I've trimmed my hair, I've gone from my straight hair back to my curly hair, and now we're back in this thing fighting postpartum hair loss like we've always been. And guys, because I'm pregnant again, I am dreading what this pregnancy might do and what postpartum hair loss might look like for me in the months to come. But doing these things now, I am already laying the track. I am already learning what I need to learn. So even if I do suffer postpartum hair loss again, I will be prepared, and I will not allow it to get me down like it did before, okay? So I'm so glad that you guys are here watching this video, and I'm glad that you stayed to the end. And I'm glad that you guys have been talking to me this whole time because I love sharing this part of my Friday with you, and I'm grateful that you decided to share your Friday with me. Continue to leave comments, guys. Don't forget to like the video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. We are almost at 500 subscribers, which means we are that much closer to giving somebody a NutriBullet. And I don't want you guys to delay this any further, so go ahead and join the club. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your auntie, tell your uncle, tell everybody to join the Couch Mom Club. Hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you know when I post new videos. Don't forget also to comment, because one meaningful comment on every video will give you an extra entry. Now go ahead and hit that button. Go ahead, do it right now. Click that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, and I will see you in the next video. That was hard. I feel out of practice. It's called Alma Oil, Amla. And you're gonna see a new product here. It's called Amla. And you're gonna see a new product here. It's called Can you show me so I can read it? Amla. Amla, the tall green one. Amla? Amla? So for me, I use Amla. So for me, I use the Amla.